Hello, I'm Mayor Brad Pike. Welcome to the Explore Eagle podcast, where you can learn more about our city of Eagle and our community. Today we have with us ACHD, or the Ada County Highway District, and I'd like to let everyone inform us as who they are and why they're here with us.
Hi, my name is Erin Johansen. I'm the Business and Community Relations Coordinator at ACHD. I am the liaison between the public and the district.
Hi, I'm Cody Homan. I'm with ACHD as well. I'm the project manager. I've seen this project through design right away and now into construction.
My name is Mary May, and I'm a current member of the Eagle City Council and also a former member of the Ada County Highway District Commission.
Hi, my name is Nichoel Baird Spencer. I'm the Director of Long Range Planning and Capital Projects for the City of Eagle. This has been one of my projects that I've managed for the last decade or so.
I'm Tammie, Halcomb, the city's economic development specialist, and I'm the business liaison for all of our businesses.
Great, thank you and everybody for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about what ACHD actually is?
Yeah, for those who don't know, we are kind of a unique government agency. We are a countywide road department, so except for the state highways, we are in charge of the roads through each city and the traffic signals as well.
Awesome. Well, also, and I need to know why this project is so important to the city of Eagle, especially for the downtown area, and what's the benefits for this project for the businesses and the residents? And one of our people probably want to answer that for us.
So the project came about due to congestion in the area, specifically at the State and Eagle intersection. So a lot of times people hear State and Eagle as the project, and sometimes they hear downtown mobility. But in order to address the impacts on downtown and the State and Eagle intersection, it became a larger project. The importance of the City of Eagle is to allow people to move through our downtown. We have a very limited access network in our downtown, and so really the importance of the project is to be able to let people come through downtown, stop at businesses and enjoy their times there, but also be able to move through the community. So for the city, one of our reasons for taking part in the project was to provide some enhancements to the project, widen street light down, working on the pedestrian environment. So you'll see those projects that are kind of an add-on to what ACHD does for the transportation network. And that gives our businesses an opportunity to have a great front door, a place to come in, do commerce, have a place for maybe some display space or some bistro tables type of in the downtown. So that's really what the enhancement is to both the city and to our businesses.
We also would like to do is get the process of what the project looks like. Essentially, how did we get here? Erin or Cody, would you like to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, as Nichoel mentioned, this project has been going on for a while. Back in 2012, we wrapped up the concept for the project. There was a couple options, working with the city and the public as well. We went through going out, which is called a quadrant-style intersection. But the main point was to make it easier to get into downtown. Just to clarify, when we talk about Eagle State, we mean what people call Old State, which is the kind of main street through downtown, not the highway. So I'll call that State Highway 44. But really is to help with traffic. We saw it back up on Eagle Road and also on Plaza. So we're widening Eagle and also adding left turn lanes on Plaza, really to get that traffic flowing smoothly. We want people who want to get to downtown to be in downtown, be able to get here, and people who want to just get through downtown to get home, they can do that as well.
Add to that, Cody and I are both residents of Eagle. So for us, we understand the importance of this project because as a resident, we are invested in it. I think also too, we understand the businesses and how they're feeling right now, and also the public. It's kind of a special project for us in that way. We're always dedicated with all of our other projects, but for being residents of Eagle, we understand kind of what is going to be happening with the city.
From the get-go in 2012, this has been a very community-driven project. A lot of input from the public, and you mentioned how we started out going in one direction, and I was involved at that time as a community member, and then again as a commissioner with the Ada County Highway District, and now to see it come to fruition and be here with the city as a council member, it's very exciting, and I know people are anxious to see this go forward and celebrate the completion of this project. So, yeah.
Okay, what exactly are the improvements and what will it look like once it's finished?
So there's quite a bit going on. It's hard to kind of just say it, so I recommend everyone go check out the ACHD website. The project website is achdIdaho.org/downtown Eagle. And you can Google that, ACHD Downtown Eagle, that'll bring you to it, or go to our homepage, ACHD Idaho. But for this meeting, I'll just talk about phase one. And what you'll see there is widening of Eagle Road, so we'll have 2 lanes in each direction. And then also widening the plaza, so there'll be a left turn lane, additional left turn lane. So we'll have 2 left turn lanes onto Eagle Road, trying to help that traffic as well. And then we're adding a signal at State and 2nd Street. And this whole system, you know, being able to drive from State Street to Eagle Road, that'll, and vice versa, will be a good detour for when we actually work on the old State and Eagle intersection in 2025.
Great. All right, guys, what are the general timelines of this project?
First work will be on Eagle Road, south of Plaza, and that will be with Veolia, the water company. They're replacing the line, they'll do some boring, so there'll still be a lane open each direction on Eagle Road while that's done. That'll be starting mid-February through the end of the month. Then we'll jump over to Eagle Road between Plaza and Aikens, and unfortunately that will have to be fully closed. The water line runs right down the center, and Veolia needs to replace that, and so there's not enough room to keep a lane open each direction. But right now, Ada County Highway District is also going to utilize that closure, get more of our work done, take advantage of the situation, so that way we can keep a lane each direction on Eagle Road throughout the rest of the construction in 24. Then we'll jump over, we've got some work on Plaza, and then the State and 2nd. This is all subject to change. Also want to mention, you know, acts of God, we've got weather, you know, scheduling difficulties, but we're still working on the overall schedule, so I highly recommend everyone do subscribe to that website. You'll get updates, get on the email list, and we'll update everyone as soon as we know these changes. We've been working with a couple businesses just last week to where we might move the 2nd and State Street to the end of the project. It might work better to go with the plaza work. So after this closure on Eagle, we'll know more as we get into it, but really gonna wrap up work this fall, looking at September, October. That'll either be paving Plaza or finishing that 2nd and State intersection.
What can the business owners and the residents do to stay informed on the road closures, how the project's progressing, et cetera, stuff like that?
Great question. So I would highly recommend, like Cody said before, to go ahead to our website. We have a dedicated link, which is the achdIdaho.org/Downtown Eagle. Subscribe to the emails. We send out email notifications periodically. But also the website is updated weekly. So we have construction updates that are constantly being updated for the public so people can understand. We will be holding monthly public meetings as well, location to be determined. That information will also be on the website as well. It's a way for the public to stop by. We're looking at also doing the Eagle Saturday markets when they start in May. So we can be a resource for the public asking questions during that time. Cody and I were also out there at the Eagle Country Christmas. So we're an open book. If you have questions, please reach out. Social media. We do a great job at ACHD informing the public through our social channels and also next door. That's big. And also signage. Make sure that you look at the signage. We're doing heavy lifting with the signage to make sure that not only the public knows the businesses are open, but also the restaurants too.
All right, guys, let's also talk about the businesses in the Downtown Eagle. This is an area of impact for them, and we want to make sure that they're in support and they have as much information as possible. So I'm going to ask probably both Tammie and you, Erin, but we'll start with you on what's your thoughts on that.
Absolutely. And again, like I said before, we're invested in helping the community during this time. We know that there's going to be impact. Tammie and I actually walked businesses back in August to notify them of the construction that was coming. It was very positive. I mean, they're concerned about the impact at the end of the day, but I think they were appreciative of the communication that we were starting with them about the project. We didn't have all the details at the time, but they were very appreciative. That led to another monthly business meeting with them to give an update, which I think was very important too. They had some good questions and concerns that we were able to answer. We had an open house for the public, but we also had a private business meeting for all the businesses to attend. We plan on weekly meetings with the contractor, the businesses, and ACHD, just again to be forward-facing on anything that is happening with the projects. So we're really focused on supporting them during this time. We are, our team, the communication team, is also developing ideas to present to the businesses and restaurants to help continue drive traffic to the public, which I think is important. We want to hear from them. And I do want to say I appreciate the businesses and the restaurants too participating in these meetings, because we want to hear their concerns and work with them. So, and I think it's a great partnership working with the city. Tammie and I have a great working relationship, and the communication is open on how we can really support the businesses during construction.
Great. Well, good, Erin. That's a good segue into Tammie. So the City of Eagle, what are we doing on our support from us?
Well, as always, we're super involved with the downtown businesses, but first, I'd really like to thank Erin for your partnership in this. Working with ACHD to get this information out to the businesses has been crucial, and I really appreciate you guys being so wonderful to go down there and speak with me. As always, I'll be in communication with the downtown businesses. Weekly, I'll be doing walks with elected to speak with the businesses and see how they're doing and see how we can help. We'll also have our city economic development webpage, eagleecondev.org, where the businesses can sign up, set up their own storefront on there, and promote their own business events as they get going. And we'll still have all the city events, so just when you move to City Hall, and we will have no-cost booths to all of the downtown businesses, so they can still have their booths and be front and center with all of the shoppers.
Awesome. Okay, one of the big topics here is parking and the public access to the businesses. During our project, how can the public get to these locations? Do we have a plan in place for them?
I know there's a lot of concern from the businesses about contractor parking in front of their businesses, as well as spaces with the city. Right now, the contractor is looking at designated areas for parking for their employees, so it doesn't disrupt the businesses. Working on that right now, but also our job from communication standpoint is to give detour maps to the local businesses and also restaurants, so that they can send it out through their email system and communication system. As far as parking goes, I'll let you answer that question, since that is a hot topic for the City of Eagle. Maybe you can share some updates about parking on your end.
So Mayor, I can address that if you'd like me to.
Absolutely, Nichoel.
So it's a great question about parking, and I want to be clear, most of the city available parking is not actually going to be influenced or impacted by this project. There will be some directional access changes, so if you want to access the parking at Heritage Park, you're going to access it from the alley behind your Heritage Park during phase 2. The parking that's impacted mostly is the parking that's already been impacted on the south side of State Street between Eagle Road and First Street, and then the parking in front of Heritage Park. From there, those are the main impacts to parking. You may have to come at parking from a different direction. So rather than trying to get to the lot on First Street from State Street, you would get to the lot on First Street from Idaho Street. Similarly, Heritage Park from the alley, or the 2 public parking lots at the Senior Center, you can certainly access both of those from Idaho Street as well. So for anyone looking for parking in our downtown, there's 2 ways to do that. One is through the Economic Development webpage, but also through the Eagle Idaho app, which is shows all the parking in the downtown, and we're updating those maps currently to reflect parking condition during the project.
I just want the public to know in this project and going forward.
Really just to be involved. We want to know what the public sees, what we can fix, what's going well, what's not going well. We really do want to hear from everyone. We genuinely do appreciate all the business input, all the public input. That's the only way we can make this project better. We have our ideas, and they're great with our team, but we can always take on more. And really to, again, plug it again, subscribe to those updates.
I think also a good point is to be flexible with timelines at this time. Things can change often, but I do want to take the time to thank the businesses and the public for being so engaged with this project. We've had a lot of great input from everyone, and I really look forward to meeting with the public on a monthly basis, and also the businesses on a weekly basis with the ACHD team members and also the contractors.
I think the one thing is just please be patient. Please be patient. It's as Cody just said, it's a great project. It's going to be a little chaotic, for a while here, but at the end of the day, when we rip off that Band-Aid, it's been worth the time. And stay informed, communicate. If you come up with an issue, please reach out. We've got a great team working together here and ready to hear your concerns and address them and mitigate when possible. So,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thank you. Nichoel?
You know, I think the biggest thing is this is a once in a generation project. We don't often get the opportunity to go in and put significant infrastructure, rethink about how we deal with ped bike in our downtown, and put a new street tree environment in place. And I think if the public can work with us, be patient, be kind, as we go forward, there's gonna be some hiccups. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. I think in the end, our downtown is gonna be beautiful, and it's gonna be a better downtown business environment than we've ever seen in the city of Eagle. And I think since the bypass came in, downtown's had some ups and downs. That's the Highway 44 bypass, and I think this is an opportunity for us to really give our downtown the investment it needs to make it flourish in the future.
They shop the downtown. The businesses are open and they're excited about people coming in. It's going to look a little different down here for a little bit, and you may have to find a new route in, but the businesses will be here and they're ready for you.
Great. And I'd just like to tell the public, we are a team here. We are working collaboratively with both ACHD and the city, and we're asking the public to be involved as well and to be patient, as the members here have said. This is your project. This is something that's going to benefit you as a whole community, the businesses and the residents alike. So in the future, we just want you to stay informed. We're going to do our part. We're asking you to do your part by getting involved and going to the websites, going to all the social media that's out there, watching podcasts like this, and we will keep you informed as quickly and as readily as we can. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Explore Eagle podcast, and I appreciate the opportunity to serve you as the Mayor of Eagle. If you have any topics you would like us to discuss on the podcast, please email us at pio@cityofeagle.org.